Hello everyone, my name is Isaac Anderton. I'm a senior building science student at Auburn University. I just returned from the fall 2025 study abroad program in Urbino, Italy. So today I have a brief presentation prepared on the famous structures and their constructability. Just kind of going over some of my personal favorites and highlights and pictures I took during the trip. So first up we have the Colosseum. Very iconic building, one of the wonders of the world. Really cool to get to visit here in person and learn more about how the Colosseum operated, what it was built out of, all the brick that was used, as well as learning what that facade would have looked like during the time of its use that is no longer present, and learning more about how it would have been painted and decorated, and would have been a very colorful environment, fascinating to learn about. Next, we have the Pantheon. Again, an extremely iconic building in the city of Rome. Just amazing, just how the scale of that unreinforced concrete dome, along with kind of the waffle slab they kind of have going up to reduce the weight of that concrete. Just absolutely gorgeous building. And again, too, with even the massive columns up front and learning how they were able to erect those with human kind of pulley system pulling all those columns into place. It's a remarkable feat of engineering and construction methodology. Next, we have Hadrian's Mausoleum. This is a pretty unique building. It's pretty iconic as well. Wasn't able to go inside of it, but I really appreciated the architecture of it. I love the turrets on the sides, the kind of circular shape of the building itself. Very, very beautiful building. Again, uses a lot of brick for its construction. Moving on, we have the Duomo in Florence. The Duomo, as well as the baptistry there in that first picture. And then we have the painting of the dome, also, as well as some panoramic views of Florence that we were able to see from the top of the dome. Very ornate, ornately painted dome, just masterpiece of art. And this was a very cool structure we were able to go up inside of as well. Next, we have the Duomo of Siena. Similar kind of in style and color to the Duomo in Florence, but I actually like this one a little more. It was much more ornately decorated on the inside, very beautiful. I really love the use of the marble and the arches along each side. And then again, it also has a large dome on top. Very beautiful cathedral. Next, we have the Palace of Caserta. Just learning about the construction and the history of this palace was amazing. You have the famous staircase, obviously, from Star Wars. It was used in those movies, as well as the waterway, the 3-kilometer long stretch leading from the palace up to the gardens. Beautiful and very iconic palace. Next, we have the Etruscan Well in Perugia, and this was, to me, a remarkable feat of construction and engineering, seeing those beams just held in tension. I mean, compression with no use of concrete or any kind of other reinforcing material, just the sheer age and size of the well, kind of the big stone slabs going down, the kind of into the well, and I mean, just remarkable that this well is still here after over 2,300 years. And finally, Venice. Venice makes the list for sure. I think it was one of the most unique places we got to visit, especially from a construction standpoint. I really enjoyed our tour guide and everything he had to say about the city, its construction, the means and methods used, just learning about kind of the swampy nature of the city, its protected nature via the barrier islands surrounding it. That just kind of made it perfect for this kind of project. And the way that the piles were driven individually to form small islands that just kind of grew and merged over time. Um, and again, just over 1,000 years later, just seeing that methodology still work with just driven timber piles into water. And I mean, the city just has such a unique feel because of that. And just getting to learn about the history of the city and how things were done, the way materials had to be moved all in by ship and boat. Very fascinating and definitely a highlight of the trip for me.